Karen needs a goddamn break this morning because after last night's episode, what the hell was that, man?
We did boot camp and I passed. I got my flute. Like, we're working on yours.
You wanted a flute. You needed a flute. I don't.
And we know you know about the street. Stitches.
Before, I was going to keep it to myself, but actually, I think I'm a little bothered now.
Keep it cute. Keep it cute. The face. Glass.
Oh, she's taking it.
I ask one question though. Did you have a scar on your forehead? I did.
Mind your damn business.
Don't ask me about my scar. Don't ask me about it. You shouldn't even be mentioning anything about my face. You should actually just.
What's up, y'all? It's Brian Keith, and I'm back with another video. And today we're gonna talk about the Real Housewives of Potomac, season 9, episode 5? Yeah, Mia, you tried. You really did try. And at this point, Mia's like, I am not a liar. But you are. Like, it's crazy. Karen, you gonna keep deflecting, but I mean, you do it well. Y'all like, comment, subscribe. Let's get into the video.
Yeah, let me check my shit real quick. Hotter than the fire coming out my flaming lips. You wanna play with me? You can't play in me. On the playground, bitch, you can't play with me. Got it, want it, securing the bag. Best.
With basically Karen over here backing the girls about off of her. Mia basically tells Karen, yeah, I heard that you're on the phone. Mia's like, you butt dialed us, and you said that, the girls think that I'm with Ray when I'm really not.
I did not do that. Was I drunk? And I'm only bringing it up. Wait, did you hear a man's voice? Because you came from my girl.
And Karen's like, why would I say that? And like, what scenario? Like, I don't remember saying that. So Joy, Mia's friends, like, well, you probably just said it. And I think Mia, the reason why Mia didn't bring it up was because of the fact that, she needs somebody to corroborate her story. And with Mia, it's just like, everybody's trying to figure out, like, okay, this happened 3 years ago. We're bringing it up now.
Mia, why did you have this in your back pocket for 3 years? Because she's never called my friend a liar.
And she's like, well, you came from my girl. You're calling my girl a liar, and she's not a liar. And my whole thing is like, is Jacqueline lying per se? If she didn't hear Karen on the phone, because Jacqueline was saying, well, I said that it sounded like she's drunk, and you sound like you're drunk. That's not a lie. That's my opinion. Okay, but your opinion can still be rooted in falsehoods. And then also with Jacqueline, for me, I don't care that you're lying or not. It's the fact that you were trying to be messy, and now you want to not stand in your mess. You were trying to be messy, and then Karen came back at you. In this episode, she came back at you again. You want to be messy. You want to play with the big dogs. If you can't stand with the big dogs, go on the playground with the puppies.
I don't ever like for anybody to call anyone close to me a liar. I don't deserve to be called a liar, especially not Karen. Especially something that's silly and little.
Thank you. But yeah, Karen does what she does best and deflect that whole conversation. Okay. She's basically saying, like, because they asked her, like, are you and Ray are good, blah, blah. And she's like, you have moments in your marriage that, you go through speed bumps and you go through things in your marriage that, you can't really describe how they work out, Karen do her thing. So, like, the girls are really trying to, like, get to the nitty gritty because Karen was saying something about drinking and driving. And then, like, when Mia, Ashley, and Jackie go to the side, they're like, you heard how she over here said she was drinking? She admitted to it.
She just admitted that she left the restaurant, you guys. Drunk. We were, and I pulled over and I called my driver.
Girls get up and they park from the table. We say goodbye to Mia's messy friends. And, Kiana and Stacy go to Karen. They're just like, girl, the girls are on your back 24/7. They ain't playing with you. So what is going on, girl? And then Karen's like, I mean, this is the group. You got to know how to get them back them off you. Back them off you. As Erica De Niro would say, back them bitches up off you.
I want my 20%, bitch.
And Karen would do just that. So Stacy's like, look, I'm learning. Stacy is really not as combative or, but in her confessionals and, her ad-libs that she throw in, she does what needs to be done. So, it's still almost Wendy's birthday. Wendy's is very excited about, turning 40. So everybody's over here in pajamas. They're waiting up. They're, trying to get ready for, Wendy's birthday. Stacey get a call from TJ. And he was basically saying, how's everything going? She's like, everything's going good. I miss you. She was like, I miss you, blah, 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 blah. But my whole thing with Stacey, he said something like, we're supposed to go in here and, show our love, and you're going to speak more about being more open, da da da. And the way he said it made it seem like they arranged something for the show. I'm not necessarily sure, But that's how it seemed to me. So he was like, yeah, you know, have you been doing that? Have you been, you know, talking about our love, blah, blah, blah. And we see flashbacks of her basically talking about, you know, them being open, them being like, you know, he's being very conservative. He doesn't want to sleep with her, blah, blah, blah. But all the girls still think it's weird. And like Wendy went in her confessional because Wendy met, you know, him on FaceTime. And Wendy's just like, okay, you know, it seemed like, you know, very friendly. So it's that new love, that new, you know, I don't want to keep cat. But the girls, they celebrate Wendy's birthday, and Wendy basically says she's very appreciative because usually she travels out the country for her birthday, but this time she's going to, you know, celebrate her birthday with the ladies. So, you know, she's just appreciative to be 40, and she reflects on her life about all the things that she has done up until now. And a lot of people get scared or don't want to talk about their age because they look at it as, this is what her mom said, they look at it as they didn't accomplish the stuff they need to at that age. And I was like, you know what, I definitely kind of agree with that, you know, so shout out to her. The next morning we see all the girls get ready and they're over here getting ready for breakfast. Jacqueline and Mia are downstairs, and Mia's just like, girl, Karen was coming for you, girl. You're gonna have to do something. What are you doing? What's going on? Why you let her get up on you? What are you doing?
Karen is just like, she's a tough bag at this point. Like, she's so hard. She's a bag. Not a bag, but she's a tough cookie to, you know, crack at this point.
She do like that. But Jacqueline, they just talking about, you know, the whole Gordon situation and how Gordon is. And I'm happy that Jacqueline is holding Mia accountable, because Mia's like, yeah, you know, Gordon's this and Gordon's that. And I'm happy that Jacqueline's telling her, like, Gordon's dependent on you. And you're saying that, you know, you're financially dependent, but, you know, you're still around him. You're saying, I love you. You're doing all these things that still show that, you know, there might be interest. We saw on Watch What Happens Live that he's actually dating someone else. So shout out to him for moving on. But I think that's one of the situations where Jackson tried to get her to hurry up and sever ties so it won't be too metal feelings.
Mia wants to get this relationship going with Ink and make it permanent. I feel like she needs to kind of cut the umbilical cord.
We segue over to Maryland, and we see Grace and Adore. Well, Angel and Adore. We see Angel and Adore graduating high school. Shout out to them. And shout out to Giselle. Y'all know how I feel about Giselle. It ain't gonna change just because of the season, and I know what she has done, but I'm going to swallow that for right now and give Giselle her props for raising 3 beautiful children, and, you know, them being successful in their careers and pushing them forward. Shout out to her and her family. Yeah. So this was the best start. So everybody's at breakfast. And, you know, they're basically celebrating Wendy and her, you know, her birthday. Giselle calls Wendy, just like, hey, girl, oh my God, girl, I can't believe you're calling me. This is so crazy, girl. Ooh. And I'm just like, it is kind of weird seeing Wendy and Giselle on such good terms. But I mean, if it's organic, it's organic. Hey, it is what it is. But, you know, Giselle basically tells them that, you know, I'm going to be coming to the airport, or I'm at the airport, and I'll be there in like a couple hours to celebrate with you guys. So, you know, hold tight. I'll be there. So Jacqueline basically says, like, you know, I just want people to, like, you really to move forward and not hold grudges. You know, we can't really hold grudges like that. You know, it just makes you just a bad spirit and a bad soul. And Mia's like, yeah, you know, if you hold grudges, make you a bitter old bitch. And Stacey was like, oh, Jacqueline, is that referring to Karen? So she's like, oh, no. Girl, yeah. Just say yeah. Like, please. So Kiana basically says that, okay, the Karen stuff, I think we took a turn, and I think I'm over it now.
I think Karen needs a goddamn break this morning, because after last night's episode, what the hell was that, over the Karen conversation? Not a 3-year throwback.
What are we doing? Like, you know, it is cute, but Mia, you know, you brought up the Karen thing. It's cute. Mia's over here trying to, like, drink her drink, trying to ignore her and not really, you know, feed into it. And then Kiara's just like, no, Mia, like, you know, it's not really cute. You know, we keep talking about Karen. Jazzy, she brings up, she's like, yeah, like the Karen thing, it got to stop. Like, what are we doing? So Mia's like, you know, she's like, me and Karen, we see each other. Like, she's probably just like, oh my God, you did good, girl. That's a good one, girl. You know, I got my flute. You're trying to get one. So let's work on that. I said, oh, oh.
Yeah, she took me through boot camp and I passed. I got my flute. Like, we're working on yours.
You wanted a flute. You needed a flute. I don't. I'm happy.
No, I don't.
You want to sit up here and try to gag me about a flute, girl? I don't need the check. You need the check, clearly. You're on the show because you need the check. I don't need the flute. You do. I have a business. You don't. Baby, that spiraled into... Okay, but didn't your didn't your ex over here, wasn't he a drug dealer? Oh, and you hear Ashley like, yeah, I've heard that too, babes. I heard that too. And Kiana didn't say no. She was just like, no, my boyfriend, he is has his own medical clinic. Like, that's what he does. So, I mean, drug dealer where? And she was like, you want to talk about the streets? Girl, you're there. You are the streets. I'm like, girl, yes. How are you going to sit here and talk about my whole thing with Mia is, you can't talk about nobody else. And this is why I wish Candace were here, because Mia, you can't sit and fix your mouth about anybody else. Talk about finances, the streets, uncouth or classless. Girl, you are all three of those wrapped in one. Girl, you are probably the brokest one outside with Ashley. And then on top of that, girl, where did you start from? And you want to talk about her? Mia over here with food in her mouth.
We know you know about the streets. We know you know about the streets.
We know you know about the streets. Stitches hole in the street. Oh, baby, you already that far when you were talking to Wendy's.
Stitches. I said, oh. So, Kiana's just like, okay, girl. She said stitches. Okay. But the face, glass. Girl, I was with Kiana. Like, girl, how is this bitch gonna sit up here and talk about anybody else with a face with her face over here looking like she got hit with Egyptian pebbles? Girl, what are we talking about? Like, Mia, you are the last one to want to talk about a scar or anything else when you talk about your skin was a scarring back in the day. Like, Mia is crazy at some point, because I'm like, everything you say about somebody else, literally, they can say about you, but worse. Every time. So that's when Kiana's just like, girl, like, whatever. The face is glass, and the face is gonna stay glass. Okay. Kiana basically tells her to keep it cute, keep it cute, keep it cute. Yeah. So Ashley, for what reason, she was just like, she said, girl, I know you have a med spa, but I don't see a scar. So Kiana just like, she said, you don't talk about my scar.
But why you asking me? You have one, and you of all people asking me. I'm asking because I want to know what you.
You don't talk about my scar. And Ashley was like, no, I was just asking some questions. She said, no, don't talk about my scar. She get her from the table, and Ashley's like, I just asked a simple question. And she was like,
Don't talk about my motherfucking scar.
I get it, because I feel like her perspective is, you're the reason why I got the scar in the first place, because you brought this deranged woman in here to approach Candace. I step in the middle, push her back with my hand, open hand, which is legal, open hand, and the girl takes a glass and I don't condone violence.
About me and her little antics. Ashley shouldn't be asking me anything about my face.
Like, you clearly know that the cause of my scar are your ex-friends.
So what are we even talking about? So I think that's why Kiana got triggered and just like got up and stormed off. And then me was like, if shit, don't dish it out if you can't take it. Girl, ain't nobody talking to you, because you can't take it either. Big feet. So Karen, so Wendy goes after Kiana, go downstairs to like check on her, make sure she's good. You know, she comes back up, and you know, Jacqueline wants to speak, and Jacqueline's like, you know what? At the end of the day, y'all are coming after Mia and talking about her past. And Wendy's like, oh, wait a minute. She was like, so she talked about her past when she brought up the whole situation that she had a drug dealer boyfriend? And then she was like, she said that? Mia started it? Oh, okay. I'm like, and I'm so happy that, you know, even when Ashley was like, yeah, what's done in the past, it's in the past, it's in the past. You know, she's like, we can't judge people on that past. So Karen then comes up, and Karen's like, can I be messy? Pick me? Can I be messy? How can I be messy? Jacqueline, you want to talk about somebody else and bring up stuff about that? You know, I could have sworn that you're over here trying to fix stuff with PP.
Can I be a little messy? Can I be a little messy? Aren't you trying to work it out with Mr. PP?
Yeah. And Jacqueline's like, okay, you know, we're going through a situation, like, you know, we're trying to co-parent, She's trying to give the political answer. It's like, okay, well, how about them 25 charges that he got?
So was that after the 25 convictions that he had? Did you stand by him? Oh, 25 what?
I said, oh, 25 is crazy. Basically saying, like, he lost his job and all these things. Like, Karen ripped the Band-Aid off. And I was just like, ugh. Like, I was just like with Mia. Ugh. I thought Mia knew. That's true. So Jacqueline's just like, I can't believe you're going to sit here and talk about somebody that's not here. Oh my God. So Jacqueline and her start going back and forth. But I'm like, Jacqueline, Karen's on your ass. And Karen got the boxing gloves. That confession with the boxing glove. I'm like, Karen is a key.
Times you're gonna put me up against the ropes. I'm gonna swing, and I'm gonna swing again and swing again. Don't me.
But yeah, Jacqueline got up and go to the other side, and she's like, you to talk about somebody that is not here. And Karen's like, girl, fuck all that shit. I don't care. You want to sit over here and talk about me? You can't talk about me and think I'm not about to swing and come back at you. But like I said before, Karen, you're deflecting because that man had charges, and that man, you know, suffered the consequences by losing his job. But you have current charges now, which is what I think everybody was talking about when they got up from that table. Mia, Ashley, Jacqueline went into that room. They're like, okay, look at the charges. No, Mia, look at the charges. Look at the charges. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then at the end of the episode, they bring Stacey into the room. They're like, Stacey, is this what you're defending? All these charges? And Stacey's like, oh my God.
I mean, charge after charge after charge.
I'm like, Stacey, please stop acting like, come on now. So Stacey comes on to, you know, the Karen's like, we need to talk right now. She said, who am I defending? You know, I'm going to defend you till the wheels fall off. But these are what the girls are saying. They're saying that, you know, all these charges and stuff going on, I'm concerned. And Karen was just like, you know what? Like, the truth will show itself. It is what it is. And then she basically said, like, yeah, they're saying that you agreed to go to rehab. Karen was like, huh? And that's what the episode ended. And I was just kind of like, Potomac's really giving what I needed to give. Like, Jacqueline, you can't stand with Karen, and this is why you're gonna be a friend. You can't stand with Karen, and you live in Mia's shadow. Period. Kiana, I'm happy that you stood up for yourself and you did your big one. You did what you had to do. Yes, ma'am. But y'all like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.
Brian Keith, LG, Black Butte. Bet you didn't know we the Holy Trinity. Now let a God stop a y'all and break your ear here. Step into the room and get up in the bed. It tastes sweet, that's cause I'm good. It tastes sour cause I'm better than the hood. Cause I get you hyper when I'm running all around cause I excite ya. Let me talk real quick. You can't even get with the shit. You wanna go toe to toe with my flow? This American all I really ask me for.